Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Erie Brewing Company. This is the Railbender Ale, which is a Scottish style ale. This comes in at 6.8%. I'm not seeing any kind of dating on the bottle. There may be something digitized on it somewhere, so we'll take a closer look when we come back for the final chug. But I am not seeing anything stamped or written on the label anywhere. This was sent to me by Rico, so thanks Rico, my brother, for sending me this beer. We'll give it a shot here and see what we think of it. 6.8%, so almost 7%. Should have a nice little kick to it. A lot of these Scotch ales are even bigger than that. So let's see what it says here. Commercial description on this one says, Erie Brewing Company's flagship beer features a deep malt flavor, caramel sweetness, lingering in a soft hop flavor, dark amber. So, well, I popped the cap on it. The IBUs are listed as 26. So, shouldn't be very bitter at all, guys. Food price for this, it says none here on Beer Advocate. So, I mean, I thought Scottish ale was a official recognized class, but evidently Beer Advocate says a little different. Glass right a pint, Beckernonic, tumbler mug, stein side ale. I'm using my favorite tulip glass. And not recommended for extended cellaring. 6.8%. Another reason why we need a date. You don't want to buy a beer like this. It's been sitting on the shelf for a year or so. Didn't pour hardly any head on that. It is a rich caramel toffee color. Very nice. See a little bit of light through the thin part of the glass, but the big bulb part here is kind of toffee color. Can't see much through there. So let's get a nose on it. And that's what I'm getting on the nose, guys. Same thing the description says. Big caramel toffee notes. A nice sweetness on the back end here. Sort of like a baby barley wine. But a little more caramel toffee than the barley wine typically has. Smells pretty good. Let's dive in and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. I wonder if we're going to get taste any hops. No, it's more in the English style here, guys. More herbal, earthy, floral type hop, like an English style would have, rather than the American style. Americans go crazy sometimes, and of course, I like it though. But they want this big piney, and I do too. Big piney, grapefruit hoppy, but it wouldn't be appropriate for this style of beer. You wouldn't want to. That'd be like an IPA with has big caramel toffee notes. So I mean, there may be some people that do a hop forward Scotch ale, but this is not one of them. Very traditional. Almost has like a sweet tart candy taste to it too. I'm getting a little bit of tartness in there. And if anybody's ever had those little sweet tart candies, it's not one of those pucker you up kind of tart, but I'm tasting a little bit of it. A little bit of fruitiness in there, I guess. Well, let's right out of the fridge, let's let it warm up and see if we can taste anything different, and then we'll come back and do the final chug. Alright guys, we're back. Got a little left here. Big caramel toffee notes. That's what I'm getting on that. A little bit of floral, earthy, herbal hops in this thing. Nice sweetness on the back end. A little bit of fruitiness in there. Maybe a hint of some biscuity or crackery malt. But the toffee and the caramel is standing out more than anything else to me. I get it on the nose and I get it on the taste too. Final chug. Decent beer, but nothing I would write home about. I'm not sure I would actually pick this beer up. It didn't blow my hair back or my socks off or anything. And then on top of that, I find nothing on the bottle. I want to take another look. I see absolutely nothing written on the bottle anywhere. So we don't know how old the beer is. And being a 6.8%er, it's not going to go bad quickly. But we'd still like to know when it was put in the bottle. Whether this has been sitting on the shelf for 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, or longer. I'm sure Rico picked up the freshest one he could get his hands on. And so Rico had to appreciate it. But these guys at Erie are definitely big enough to put a date on their beers. And I want to look on the bottom because Ballast Point is actually stamping their funky ass date code on the bottle in yellow writing now. But I see absolutely nothing. So not impressed with that aspect of it, but it's a decent beer, guys. Not outstanding by any means. I think this probably would be a B- beer in my opinion. So that's what I'm going to give it. Numeric rating from me would probably be an 81. So they need a little more info on the beer and or their label. We just got the 6.8. There are no IBUs and there is no bottled on date anywhere. So with that being said, we will run over to Rate Beer and they say 82. So I'm damn close to that. And to Beer Advocate is not kind. Beer Advocate says 27 overall and 16 in the style. So there's some chapped asses over there, don't you think? Yeah. And for our final check-in, we will run over to Untapped. And Untapped has it at 3.49, which is right there at their center of the B category as far as I'm concerned. So, B beer, guys. B- from me and Beer Advocate. And right at the B, it's one notch away from the B. 350 I would consider their B beer. So it's 3.49. That's close enough for a B beer to me. So we were a little kind of Untapped and Beer Advocate than Rate Beer was. Rate Beer thought it was horrible, evidently. I can't believe they gave it a 27. Wow. That's almost a drain pour to those guys. So, if you've had this one from Erie Brewing, they're out of Erie, Pennsylvania. And this is their Railbender Ale, Scottish style ale. Let me know what you think, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's dig something out of that fridge. See you then.